What is going on, you guys? My name is Curtis with the Seoul Dojo gaming channel, and this is our first impressions review of Octopath Traveler 0. Look, I think this game got a bit overshadowed with Metroid Prime 4 coming out the same day. Maybe not a lot of people are talking about it. Also, you had the Game Awards come out after that, so I think it just kind of got overshadowed, got pushed to the side. But I gotta say, once again, this is the third game in the series. Again, Octopath Traveler is just a great series, and Octopath Traveler 0 is a great game. Now, in Octopath Traveler 0, your hometown of Wishville is burnt down by the Sacred Wings, and now you are out for revenge against the three people that are behind it. So that's kind of the main plot line of the game. You basically have the restoration and you have the revenge. So the restoration part is the recovery of Wishville, where you can actually build Wishville back up the way you want to. You can, garden, you can actually build establishments that help you build up your party and make them stronger. But then you have the revenge part, which is very exciting because you go through 3 different types of storylines that are really well done. In terms of combat, the game doesn't really change too much from its predecessors. You do have that turn-based combat style that really heavily relies on the vulnerability of enemies. So if you have elemental damage, physical damage that the enemies are vulnerable to, you have to use those vulnerabilities to knock down the shield points, and then you're able to break the shield and go right after the enemy directly. So it's basically the same. If you played previous Octopath Traveler games, then you're gonna feel right at home. You're gonna know exactly what to do. Now, there is a few things new with the combat. You can have up to 8 party members at once, but it is broken into 2 rows. So your first row is your main party that you can fight with on the battlefield, and then you have your second row that just kind of does more support work, so it helps out your health and your skill points. So it's very helpful to know exactly who's in your first row and who's in your second row. You do want those really strong characters in the first row, and then more like mages, healers, and stuff like that in the back row. As your characters, if they do end up fainting or dying, you can replace those characters with the back row characters, so they'll just step up and start fighting. So it's a different way and a bit of a different spin on the Octopath Traveler combat, but it's a welcomed addition. One thing that I've always liked about the Octopath Traveler series, and this game definitely has it too, is just the overall challenge that the game gives you. They don't want you to go through all the quests and all the storylines really quick. You have to build up your party. You got to go out and explore this open world of Astera. Overall, what this game does really well is what the first 2 games did well, which is the combat and the overall story, but also adding in that extra layer of being able to build up Wishville again with the gardening. You can build up new houses for your companions. You can also build establishments to help them get stronger. So it's that side of the game that you can go out into the open world, find new materials, and just build up Wishville again. But then also you have that traditional Octopath Traveler experience by getting your revenge on the people that burned down Wishville. Now, should you buy, wait for a sale, or skip Octopath Traveler 0? Look, if you've played the first 2 games or even beaten them, you already know what you're getting yourself into. I say it's a buy. They do have some new additions in there. It's a brand new story. I think you're really gonna like it. Now, if you're somebody that just wants to try it, definitely wait for a sale. The turn-based style is an acquired taste, and how the combat works, it's definitely an acquired taste. But it has a good story. It is good combat. I think the art style looks amazing as usual. Wait for a sale if you want to just try it. I'm playing it on Nintendo Switch 2. I think that's a really good console to play on because you can just kind of take it anywhere. But yeah, wait for a sale if you just want to try it. But definitely, if you're a fan of this series, it's a buy. My name is Curtis with the Seoul Dojo gaming channel. You can follow me on X at Kelly from the Dojo, and make sure you guys subscribe to the Seoul Dojo. We got more first impressions coming to you, and I'll check you guys later. All right, peace.